houseplant friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about a plant haul that I have to show you. I've got a couple plants here, well, more than a couple, but some of them are going to be a little bit more difficult to show you because they're in the cabinet. But before we get started, please make sure to hit like and subscribe. Please check out my pregnancy vlogs if you haven't yet. And the best way for you to support me, if you want to support me, is to watch my videos at least 50% of the way through, and then also to please leave a comment, permanent comment, or interact with other people's comments. That is the best way for YouTube to push my content to others, and I'm trying to recuperate my channel after I took a year-long mental battle health break. But I want to show you some new plants I've gotten. There's kind of a couple here, and then there's a couple that I actually don't have yet. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's zoom out. Okay, so we have a couple friends. I have some really exciting ones kind of like off to my side. I think I want to start some of the plants I have in here. And here's the deal, like I'm kind of like, I'm regretting a little bit having all of my plants inside a cabinet. Not because it's not totally gorgeous, but because it's kind of hard for me to show you guys my plants. I don't know, I'm kind of like feeling like, hi little guy, hi, you gotta stay in there. Got isopods in here, dude, it's bioactive now, I'm so excited. But yeah, we got a couple begonias. Devin brought over some for me, but I actually want to show you a plant, which I have yet to show you, and I'm not gonna unpin it from the wall because it's so delicate. I'm gonna be showing you my Miken's Orea. I'm so excited about this plant. This is one that I've wanted for a super long time, and I've actually had this plant for a little bit now. I did a trade with a gal. I traded her my Ilsamanii, part of it, one of them. One of the many pieces I've cut off over the years, and she traded me a little Miken's Orea, and I've actually had this for about 2 months. I just don't think I've ever shown you, but I'm super excited. It's by far like one of my favorite plants that I have right now, and I have it planted among some Miken's Halo and then some philodendron cream stripe or whatever this one is called. It's the special one, not the Gabby though, and then some philodendron heteroecium and stuff. Next here, we actually have a begonia cutting, and I'm gonna be super careful with this. It's a little floppy right now because this is what happens when you cut begonias and you don't layer them. This was given to me by Devin, and this is Begonia Darth Malachysticta, and it's a little noodle right now, but that's okay. It's just what happens when you prop like this. There's a new leaf. The new leaf is actually doing really good. And I just have this in moss, and I am propagating it. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm using gloves, it's because you're not supposed to touch soil or like organic matter when you're pregnant. So, but yeah, that's one of my Darth Malachystictas. Devin has sent me, or he gave me a couple. I actually have one, I think from Botanicas themselves sent me, and this one's a little bit more acclimated. Pretty good. Just having a hard time. I mean, I'm not showing it to you here, but it's doing pretty good. Another super cool plant that I got is I got a Syngonium red spot tricolor. This is one of those plants that was like expensive just under a year ago, and there was a local gal who was selling one in my Facebook group. I was like, you want to trade? She was looking for some Hoyas, so I sent her a couple Hoya cuttings. I sent her some Wilburgraves, some Hoya Fitchii, and then I also sent her, just to be nice, like a bunch of extra cuttings, because I was supposed to send my plant out on a certain day, and then I forgot. But yeah, here is my Syngonium red spot tricolor. And it's actually gorgeous. It is, I think, the prettiest one I've ever seen. It has massive sections of white. This, by the way, is the newest leaf until this one right here that's unfurling. But this is so freaking pretty. Here's the oldest leaf. Actually, this is the oldest leaf. But it's like literally only getting better. It has massive sections of pink, and the white is just so striking. It's a pretty big plant all in all. Why I sent her like a little bit of extra stuff. she thought the trade was fair, but like me internally, like I felt like I wanted to give her some extra stuff. So I feel like usually the pinks I see on Syngonium are like kind of dulled, but on this one, it doesn't really. Oh, this is from Plant in the Studio. I like that person. Yeah, I think that this one is super, super nice, and I'm not going to plant it inside my wall. I'm going to keep it in a pot, and I think I'm going to start moving that way for most of my plants, is just like keeping them in pots, because I'm going to start fertilizing my plants here, and then if I feel like I want to start planting them back in the cabinet, I'll do that. And I like the cabinet because it's great for propagating stuff. My little Ilsamanii here. I just don't feel like it's gonna get any bigger in my cabinet. I feel like it's gonna stay small. And this is a tiny baby. This is a baby that was growing inside the big one that I like propped. I really just want to, I want to give it its own space. I was thinking about putting it in a glass bowl with some moss. I'm not going to change the medium at all. I just don't think that, this specific space is the best thing for this little Ilsamanii guy. Yeah, I just feel like I should change it up. Next thing I want to show you, this is a plant that I bought yesterday. This is Hoya crassi petiolata. I've been saying it wrong this entire time. And I got this for $17 at Franz Witt. It's very large for a $17 Hoya, especially at Franz Witt. But I've just been like seriously craving these veins. Like stuff like this is, oh my god, I'm literally obsessed. So I don't know, I just was like, maybe this will scratch my itch, and it turns out it didn't, because I also just purchased, which I don't have it yet, and I won't have it until I get back from Arizona. I did purchase a Hoya Sabah for a super, super, super cheap price, like ridiculously cheap. I think the shipping costs more than the plant, and it is gonna show up when I get back from Arizona. I feel good now. I feel like, all right, I've got this one, which is like actively growing. Like, check out, see the little leaves here? The little arms it's throwing? Let's bend down this. And it's got 4 active growth vines right now, so. Hi, did you go poop? You got dusty paws? No. Hi. Welcome. But yeah, so this is Hoya crassi petiolata, and I'm finally gonna start saying it correctly, because I've just been saying crassi-petola, which is definitely the other way around. Crassi petiolata. But yeah, it's got a bunch of new baby leaves coming in. It's so cute. So yeah. Then Devin also gave me this little Hoya ficii cutting, because he was like, I know that you've been craving veiny Hoya, and I know you already have Hoya ficii, but like, I decided to bring you this one. It's got super cute little baby hands. It's throwing very tiny baby hands, and it is actively growing. I don't know if it will continue to actively grow since it has been cut. Yeah, that was super nice of him. Then I have 3 more plants I want to tell you about. So the first one is going to be this Syngonium Orea. This is like my favorite Syngonium that exists. This one hasn't grown for me yet. It's starting to put out a new leaf, but something about the yellow kind of green on greeny variegation is just like actual crack for me. So I'm super excited about this one, and I've seen him have it for so long, and then when he offered it to me, I was like, yes. Yes, absolutely, yes. And then right next to it, I'm keeping Syngonium faustina, or faustino. And this one is actually giving me a new leaf right now. And this is also given to me by Devin. And I planted them here at the same exact time. They're newer additions to the plant fam, but incredibly welcome. And just like noting, right over here, we also have Syngonium albo, which is super gorgeous. It's giving me super white leaves. And then we have a recovering, and I'm so happy it's recovering, Syngonium lance leaf in the back here, because this is one of my favorite Syngonium, and I seriously neglected it. Those ones aren't new, but I'm like growing this nice little Syngonium family. And I'm trying to not be into just like what everyone else is just into because it's like, oh, cool and trendy. But I'm trying to like actually like plants because I like them. Final 2 plants I want to show you. So I guess I lied. I guess I have 3 plants. The final I want to show you are big ass Hoya pubicalyx and a big ass Ficus altissima. So here is my totally huge Hoya pubicalyx. It is completely massive with vines that go all the way down to the floor. And if you watch my pregnancy vlogs, you would have already seen this. But this thing is huge. There's also like 2 baby jumping spiders that live in here. It is actively growing, which is a very good time. And we have some super big leaves. It looks like it's actually going to be time to water soon. Some of these lower leaves are starting to taco or be able to be tacoed. But hopefully you can see or tell how massive it is. It is quite large, incredibly large. And my mom bought this for me. This was $45. Yeah, this was $45. Yeah, super big friend. Then over here is my massive Ficus altissima. I bought this on the same day my mom purchased this for me. This is a $54 Ficus. And it's perfect. I love it. It's huge. It's also starting to sun stress on some of the veins, turning a little pink there. Not all of them, just some of them. It's the ones that are getting the most light. So yeah, it's a super beautiful specimen. It's actually massive. It's giving me new leaves like right now. And yeah, it's just super nice. Got it in my little pot. Hi, you're my favorite plant. That is it for my new plants. Thank you for watching my mini little plant haul with me. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, watching this far if you did. And yeah, we'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next houseplant section. Goodbye.